Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Ozcast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Ozcast.
Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
Tom, it's a common perception of Australia that, our political system is a little bit raw and, a bit laughed at by other countries.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it in shambles from time to time.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it really goes down the drain a little bit. Amongst the politics, and people think we ride kangaroos around. Like other countries just surely think, what a lawless, weird society we must live on this strange island down under.
Ground zero.
Yeah. Like, what the hell is going on here? But it has come to everyone's attention. Everyone's seen it that Barnaby Joyce, of course, he is one of our Australian politicians. He's the leader of the National Party twice. He has had a bit of an incident where he's had a bit of a big night and, been filmed lying on the floor in Canberra after a few drinks, uttering swear words on the phone and just a bit out of it.
Jeez. Yeah.
Oh, God. And I feel like everyone grimaced when they saw it. They're just like, oh, come on.
Not again.
Seriously? Like I said, what is happening down here?
Yeah, it's crazy. We are going to open up the text line in just a moment, 0428 927 927. We want to hear your funniest politician moments.
Well, that's exactly right, because when this happened, you immediately think, geez, there's so many classics. It's another one added to the list of just stupid things happening between Australian politicians that will just get laughed at. There's heaps and heaps over the years.
Like that time Tony Abbott ate that onion.
That was insane. That is actually my favourite. Spoilers, if you want to know my favourite bit in Australian politics history, it's the onion.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
Yeah, the onion. There was that egg boy that was going around egging politicians
that's right.
for a while.
Yeah. And then Egg Boy tried to... No, I think there was a copycat Egg Boy.
Yeah.
It was a girl that tried to do it, but then she hard-boiled the egg too much, so it just bounced off and didn't crack.
Our producers put together a little compilation of their favourite Australian politician moments.
I haven't flip-flopped. I said no originally, then I said yes, then I have said no, and I've stuck to it.
Shit happened.
Sit down.
I'm still hearing...
You sit down, Buffhead. You sit down.
Yeah, so that was, Pauline Hansett, Tony Abbott saying shit happens. Then you had Albanese and Dutton with the buffhead incident. So a few of the top hitting ones going on right there.
I mean, other examples, you got Bob Hawke downing a beer. You got, Bob Catter doing absolutely anything that he does.
I'd love to meet Bob Catter. I was saying this to you off air. I reckon out of all of them, I would really like to run into Bob Catter one day.
What are some of the funniest politician moments in Australia?
Someone has texted in saying, ScoMo absolutely losing his ankles and skittling that little kid in the soccer game. Brilliant. So, that's when ScoMo tripped over the kid, fell on him a little bit. That was brutal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like that time, not an Australian politician, but do you remember when Boris Johnson was playing rugby with the kids? And he just ploughed through that one kid?
Oh, same
Very
thing as
reminiscent.
Well. And this was in the ScoMo area where everyone, a lot of people still do, but he was really in the shit at the time. There was a few things going on, and then he had to knock over a little kid.
Well, the next text is about ScoMo again when he was welding with his mask up. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was awful.
No, funny as. We got this one here, another Abbott one. We did mention it kind of before, but they said when Abbott goes silent for 30 seconds because of his shit happens comment, the bloke is shaking in his boots. Couldn't believe it when I first saw it. It is awkward to watch, isn't it? Because he's got that twitch going, the neck tenses up and everything. Obviously, he made a very poor choice of words and a bad comment in relation to a death of an Australian soldier, and he got pressed on it. And it goes very, very sour. Yeah,
it was like he was rebooting or something.
Oh, it looked like a glitch. It looked like he had to rewire himself.
There was a time as well, someone's texted in, that time Angus Taylor forgot to switch to his alt account before commenting praise on his own post.
Yeah.
And he commented on his own post from his account. Fantastic, great move. Well done, Angus.
Very funny. Oh, this one here, let's go local. Someone said Pete Malley, the hunk taking his shirt off. That's a reason to get into Australian politics, I'd say.
Yesterday's Super Bowl expected to be the most watched Super Bowl ever. They haven't released viewership numbers just yet, But the previous record was 115.1 million views. So they reckon it's going to be a lot higher than that with the draw cards of Taylor Swift, Usher, the celebrities in their Super Bowl ads, and just diehard NFL fans.
You know what annoyed me? And, we saw plenty of Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
But then I was thinking there's so many celebrities at the Super Bowl that we didn't really get a glimpse of.
Yeah.
Guy Fieri and Gordon Ramsay were there. I would have loved to see the King of Flavortown.
DiCaprio was there as well.
DiCaprio was there, but we got a lot of Taylor Swift, not much of the other celebrities.
Yeah, well, plenty of people were tuned in yesterday from all over. You went to any pub here in the city, they were playing the Super Bowl with plenty of people about. And they said that they reckon 68 million American adults, so 1 in 4 basically, plan to bet on the game. A new record, they reckon, is estimated to be $23.1 billion on betting on yesterday's game, up from the predicted last year $16 billion. So that's a huge number growing.
Huge increase. I guess that does just come with the popularity, more friends talking about it, more people spending money on that kind of stuff. So you get a little bit envious. You're like, well, I don't want to miss out on making money if my friend does. So everyone hops on it a bit, especially here in Australia too.
Yeah, I'm not much of a gambler, but, with big events, I'll put on like $10, $15 bet, like a grand final or the Melbourne Cup or a World Cup or in this case a Super Bowl. And remember, of course, to gamble responsibly. If you or someone is gambling too much, you can call the National Gambling Helpline on 1-800-858-858. But long story short, I put down $10 and I never saw it again.
Yeah. It was
and
something...
That's classic.
Oh, you know what's going to happen, though, as well. And it was something that I knew you'd put the bet down. I'd see you looking at your phone, perusing frantically. Oh, crap, that multi's been ruined. But, a lot of people did get around it. And, I wonder how much people did make over the day.
Well, yeah, they're saying 1 in 4 American adults were going to bet on yesterday's game. But they haven't. There's no way of telling, in the world who's betting, who here in Adelaide bet. And I would love to hear if there was any big winners out there.
Yeah.
Give us a buzz. Did you win big on the Super Bowl yesterday?
Right under our nose in Adelaide. Surely there's someone that chucked on a bit of a multi, got a few hundred back, maybe even more. I don't know. But yeah, really curious. How big did you win yesterday? Got a text in here. Someone did say, lost $25. Could have put that towards a schnitzel at the pub I was at. Don't gamble, lol.
Yep.
I love the compromise. I could have got that damn schnitzel with a palmy topping as well, perhaps, if I didn't waste my money on the NFL.
Got another text come through here. Lost a pineapple on it.
Oh, really? $50.
There you go. So far, it's not looking great for Australians.
Looking great. Someone has texted in saying copped a great multi-win with the outright winner of the Chiefs and some touchdown stats. So got a nice $70 return.
There you go.
$70 is all right.
Not too bad. Another text here. Couldn't think of anything worse than watching the sport, let alone gambling on it. Give me some AFL, more points and way faster. It's so boring, lol. There you go. Well, that's someone who just didn't even want to bet. Got another text here. Taylor worked out. I had a feeling they'd win, so I won $50.
Wow. Hey, something in the air. There you go.
Jeez.
So it's evened out, isn't it?
Yeah, and another text just came through. Lost $15.
Oh, there you go. Everyone's on the losing streak after that game.
Yeah, just don't bother gambling.
Tom, you think that everything in this world is, pretty streamlined, all the answers are given to us, it's all right there, nothing too out of the ordinary happens that often?
No. But when it does, it really gets people thinking.
Oh, it does, indeed. And this is a really big one. Over in North Carolina, an aquarium, there has been a stingray, a female stingray in her aquarium that has just been going about. There's no other stingrays in there, but all of a sudden, she's fallen pregnant. And people are confused pretty much because there's sharks in there, but there's no stingrays. So there's a few theories going around on how the stingray could actually get pregnant.
Yeah, well, staff initially thought that this stingray, might have cancer because they saw the swelling on the tummy. So they thought, maybe she's got cancer. But after doing some tests, they confirmed that, she was pregnant. And there's some different theories going around.
Some pretty extravagant theories as well.
Yeah, there's one of their theories is that saying, there's a chance this stingray could have this rare phenomenon called parthenogenesis, in which an egg can develop without being fertilized, effectively making a clone of the mother.
Yes, yeah, could be that. There's also another theory that, hey, maybe the sharks and the stingray got it on and that she is pregnant with the shark's kid.
Yes.
And so it's going to be a mixed breeding situation where it's going to come out a bit sharky and a bit stingray. So we'll see how that looks. Bit of crossbreeding right there.
Well, they're saying because they saw some bite marks on the stingray, and they were saying this typical breed of shark that they have in with the stingray, when they mate, they do bite down.
Writing's on the wall. It's the equivalent of getting a hickey and having to wear a scarf.
Yeah.
You know, everyone knows it's the shark now because you're the only one in the aquarium that flirts like that, and all of a sudden the stingray has bite marks.
But it's crazy to think that a shark could have impregnated a stingray. I mean, how would it come out? You know, would it have like the razor sharp teeth as well as the barbed tail?
Nah. I think
That's something we don't need in the world. We've got scary enough creatures in the ocean as it is.
An end to that for sure. I don't think so. I think in our wildest imagination and what we see in the movies, we like to think this crossbreeding of animals will be some awesome hybrid killer of the ocean kind of thing. But I think it would just turn out to be a gooey mess that wouldn't live and would probably just die. I don't think it would work. They're different species.
Well, everyone is on the edge of their seats, you know, to see what happens with this stingray.
Oh, I'm hanging out for this.
Yeah.
This is, everyone's very excited, of course. And like we said, all these different theories happening.
But we are going to open up the phone lines in just a minute, 1300 737 374. You can call through. Because we'd love to know, if you could crossbreed any two animals, what animals would you be pairing together? Have you thought about it?
Yeah. And this is hypothetically in the sense that it does turn out well and you get the best of both worlds of these animals. You know, I was having a look at a bit of a list before of, it was actually a Photoshop article putting two different animals together to see how it would look. The raccoon owl is cute as.
Raccoon owl?
Yes, you need to suss the raccoon owl. So it looks like a funny little companion. Half raccoon, half owl. Very cute, got the bulgy eyes, very fluffy. So, yeah, I'd go that one.
So if you could do two animals, you'd be going for the cute sort of little pet circle. Okay, yeah. I think I would like to do something like an eagle and a horse and try and make a real-life hippogriff.
So you've watched the Harry Potter movies again recently?
Yes.
And you thought, geez, this would be cool. Why have I just settled to only seeing this in the movies? Why couldn't this be a real-life thing?
But we want to get your opinion. Get a little bit silly with us. It's a Tuesday morning, Adelaide. Give us a buzz now. What two animals would you splice together if you could? Would you be going for the transport route like a hippogriff? Would you be going for the cute and cuddly pet like the raccoon owl?
Exactly. Maybe you want to lift into work and you want a companion to do that for. You know, what is the reasoning as well for why are you doing these two animals? Why are you crossbreeding them?
Maybe like a dog cross shark, so you can have man's best friend, but with shark-like features.
Yeah,
cool.
Just make it a bit more intimidating. You could do dog and cat, the two household favourites.
Cat dog. They made a TV show on it. It did not go down well for the two.
He looked a little bit weird as well, to be fair.
Plenty of people getting involved on the text line. Someone's texted in the crocoduck, which I imagine is a crocodile and a duck. I don't know why you'd want to see those two to put together.
I wouldn't want to see the process of that happening either.
Imagine just going down to the Torrens and be like, oh, crap, there's a crocoduck just there.
Oh, and imagine trying to feed it bread. Like, do you still go down and feed bread to the crocoduck?
Yeah, or do you get hunks of meat?
Yeah, going with your grandparents to feed the ducks is so different now. You have to bring a leg of lamb to throw at the thing. Someone else said here, a potbelly pig and an elephant, cute mini elephants.
Yeah, okay. Do you reckon they'd still have the long elephant nose, or would they have a short snout?
I reckon they'd still have the long elephant nose, but, you know, pig body. So, I don't know. It could be weird. Could
be really cute,
hit and miss.
Yeah. Hey, another text here. A polar bear with an albatross. A flying polar bear would be the ultimate predator. Whew. I got to say.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. What would you call it? Like a polar tross or Alba
like
bear?
I like Alba bear.
Sounds like Anthony Albanese if he was a furry.
I think that person says the ultimate predator. I think that I would not want that thing terrorizing the village people, you know? Just that thing going around. I'd rather the cute mini elephants.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have to go with that one off the text line. Tom, there's all different laughs, isn't there? Everyone has their own unique laugh, but they can also be kind of categorized, can't they?
Yeah, well, some people, when they laugh, become quite animated.
Yes.
While doing it. I mean, classic one, you know, the knee slapper.
Oh, the knee slap. Knee slap is terrible.
Yeah, it's not
Can't
great.
stand a knee slap. What about the laugh where it's they're kind of holding it in so it all comes through the nose, like...
Oh, yeah. yeah.
Sounds like static on a TV.
What about when, like, they're laughing so hard, they're, like, holding their stomach and, like, crouching over almost because
Yeah.
it's hurting from laughing too hard?
Yeah. Nothing's going to make that much pain in your stomach that you have to clasp yourself
Nah,
like you've had
nah.
a bad meal or something. But
Time for some sit-ups, maybe.
But there's all different ones, and some annoy you more than the rest. But I'd have to say I did figure out the other week what I find the most annoying out of all the laugh categories.
Out of all the laughs, what could be the most annoying? What was it?
So I was at a quiz night last week, and you know, when you're in the mix with all random people, the attention's typically on the quiz master.
Yeah.
I mean, you give them the time. They're the stage. They're the stage show, right? They're doing all the
Absolutely.
jokes, a few little gags, do the questions,
Yeah.
some games.
If you want it to end on time.
Yeah, exactly right. And I'm looking over, and there's this table of they're probably like husbands and wives, kind of going out for a
Okay.
few drinks, you know, together, and they're probably in their 50s.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so they're all sitting there on a long table, and the quizmaster goes to ask a question, right? And he asks it, and then he backtracks a few minutes later because it was a really hard question, to be fair. It was like, who are Aristotle's followers?
Oh,
The
Jesus.
philosopher. Like, what do you call Aristotle's philosophers? So everyone at our table was like, geez, it's a bit left field. You know, none of us really knew it.
Yeah. What was it?
Everyone's
Stoppers?
no. Yeah, that's what goes around. Everyone just having little stabs. It's a peripatetic.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I won't get you to say that again.
No, please don't. But that was the answer. However, he backtracked to that question about 5 minutes later, and he says, sorry, guys, the Aristotle question, I forgot I was meant to give you all multiple choice because it's such a hard question.
Yeah, okay, right.
A few little snickers go around. Everyone's like, yeah, that's funny.
What an idiot.
What a
Yeah.
shame, you know,
Yeah.
what an inconvenience that we didn't have the multiple choice questions to begin with.
Wouldn't
but
have helped a lot of people.
A little bit of a blunder, yeah. There's this one guy on the old codgers table sitting over there, and he goes for a massive laugh, but then he pulls out the clap. And I kid you not, he does 1, 2,
Oh, jeez.
3 claps, and
It's
I'm
a
looking
slow
at him
clap.
and I'm like, oh no, he's going to go for more than 3 claps. 4 claps, lands on the 5th clap, and I was like, this is ridiculous. No one claps that much. It's not even that funny of a joke.
How much
How do you get up to
time-
5 claps?
How much time do you think there was in there between these claps?
They were
like
slow.
a few seconds?
They were slow, maybe 2 seconds a pop.
Yeah,
To the
right.
point where it almost seemed very sarcastic, like a sarcastic clap. However, I know it wasn't because he was belting out an absolute laugh. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
So you don't like the slow clap laugh. That's your most hated type of laugh.
That and the
Over
knee
the knee
slap.
slapper.
That and the knee slap. Anything with physical movement that isn't required because you're laughing. You don't need to use your hands and legs.
You really don't.
Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award winning Ozcast network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Ozcast.
Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.